This is Knox Street Studios, Tech Bridge, where we together increase our productivity and technical know-how. My name is Richard Brown, and I am the Director of Tech Career Pathways and Apprenticeships. And today, we're going to focus on the Safari browser. And so we're going to look at what some of the things that it can do, how to move around in it. It comes default on many of your Mac and Apple products. And so it's certainly a very viable option as it relates to bringing information from the web to us. Let's get into it. Okay, so I went to Google, I typed in the Safari browser, and it looks like you can just click on the Safari, the first link that's there. It's going to take you to Support Apple page, and you'll see some various options. The Safari, the latest version, looks to be from March 2015. Okay. All right. So also note there are a couple of other products that you can download. And also notice up here at the top, download in other languages in case English is not your preferred language. All right, so I'm already using the Safari browser, so I am not going to go into that any further. So when you click on, I don't know what they call this, but one of the things you notice, as with all the browsers, if you put the mouse over it for just 2 seconds, it'll send you to, it'll pop up a little screen that shows you what it says. And so that's favorites. If you put your mouse over the plus on the far right corner that says create new tabs, I personally am a big proponent of tabs. Depends on how you work. This space right here is actually a bookmark, and we will, you can add things to the bookmarks. You can see your bookmarks up here up at the top. So let's look at your bookmarks. And so you can also hide that sidebar because it's currently in the way. So let's go to a new site. So let's use the search bar first. So go new iPhone. And it looks like it's using Google, but you can flip it to be another default. All right, let's go to Face. All right, let's close that. So let's go to Apple. Apple.com, since we are looking at Mac stuff. So iPad Music, let's click on Music. All right. So now let's say that you wanted to bookmark this particular website. So you, one of the ways that you can do it is click on Bookmarks, click on Add Bookmark, or what you can do is you can notice, you can see the shortcut key right here beside it. So it's the Command. So I'm going to use the Command D. And then you see that it pops up. Add this page to favorites, or you can create another, or you can add it to bookmarks. I'm going to add it to bookmarks. Click Add. All right. So now, so let's say you want to leave this open and you want to go to IMDb, which is like you're searching for movies to watch because it's almost summertime. So if you notice up here, here's the music, here's the IMDb, and let's add one more. Let's add one more, and let's go to Hoopla, and notice that, and let's look at some of the audiobooks because um, we didn't look at the audiobooks that much in Hoopla. We looked at it in Audible, but Hoopla has some audiobooks as well. All right. So what you see now is you can again save any of these using the shortcut key, as I mentioned, Command D, or you can also edit. And so under bookmarks up here at the top, you can click on Edit Bookmarks. So we won't do that because we don't need to. And so then let's go quickly to Safari extensions. So I'm just going to use the browser. All right, and so the second, for me, the second result that comes back gives me some of the extensions. Well, no, what it does is it tells me what it does, right? So you can use it to block content. You can use it to provide more productivity with your Safari. All right, and then it tells you a little bit about it. You can actually build your own. That's pretty cool. Also note that you can import your bookmarks from other browsers, whether that be from the two other big ones are Google Chrome, which we talked about previously, and Firefox, which we will talk about next. Also note that you can export the bookmarks that you have created in Safari and then import them in the other two, whichever one that you're interested in using the most. Here, you can go into a private window, i.e. The history of what you're doing is not going to be saved. And again, if you're logged into some things and you want to see how they look without being logged in, you could use the private window to do that. So I'm going up to the browser and typing in Safari extensions. Let's cover that next. And click on the second link. And what it's going to do is give you some information about the extensions. Basically extending your productivity with the Safari browser so you can do a whole lot of extra things. It talks a little bit about it, of course, blocking some content. It talks a little bit about learn more about some of the extensions and what you can do. It even mentions if you are interested in writing your own extension, how you can start that process, right? The classes that you'll need, et cetera, et cetera. All right, to actually go and look at the extensions, let's click on the Safari up in the far left top corner and click on extensions, and it's going to bring up the Apple Store. In particular, it's going to bring up the Safari extensions. And so there's a whole, so number one, you can search up at the top right corner. If you know exactly what you're looking for, let's say you're looking for an ad blocker. So just type in ad block, and you see there's going to be some suggestions that pop up. Let's say you're looking for games, and you see the suggestions that are going also going to pop up: games for adults, games for max, games for free, etc., etc. Notice that you also see that it tells you if the extension costs any money. Some of them are free. Some of them do cost, it looks like anywhere from $1 to $10 is kind of what it looks like. All right, so let's download one. So let's get the ad blocker. All right, so if you click on it, it tells you a little bit about what it does. It talks about which version it is, and then it clicks on Get. Also notice up here at the top, you can do top charts, and that again is things that a lot of other people are using and finding helpful. So you click on Get, and then it'll change to Install App. You click on Install App, and it should download. All right. The action item for you all is if you are, all right. After you click on install, it takes a second. You click sign in, and you're going to have to put in your password. And then after you put in your password, it'll download. Okay. We covered the focus, which was the Safari browser. We actually just went through it, and now we're going to just briefly talk about action items. Action items for today are to play around with the Safari browser. A lot of people who are on Macs actually use other browsers, but it would be nice. There are some times when especially for me, when there are things that I want to do that it makes sense to use the Safari browser because it just makes sense. There are definitely use cases that you would want to use Safari browser as opposed to the others, especially if you're on a Mac. And the action item for today is for you to play around with the Safari browser and add some extensions to help increase your productivity. And comment, let me know which extensions you added and did they help you with your productivity. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.